We are very close for XRP and HBAR to be fully adopted by means of the USA authorities. And guys, I have in no way been this excited for covering an information section in a video. You men are not going to agree with plenty of what's presently taking place behind the scenes and a whole lot of the huge information bulletins that were simply circulating around quite plenty everywhere. I'm going to be covering all of this due to the fact that it's breaking news, hot off the press, just made to be had nowadays. Actually, just even an hour ago, a number of this information simply came out. I assure you, men are going to be quite glad once you pay attention what I even have to speak about. So I need to start with this. Wall Street has been talking increasingly more approximately cryptocurrency. And so one factor that I've been locating simply thrilling is many extraordinary, huge organizations have now been beginning to talk approximately growing their crypto stability sheet that allows you to hedge their risk. You understand, because crypto, it's a developing enterprise and plenty of agencies are actually beginning to understand this. And so now they're beginning to have the conversations like how an awful lot of our balance sheet, should we be setting towards cryptocurrency? Should it be 1, 3, 5%? Some are even talking approximately 10% or more with a purpose to make certain that they have got a bunch of cash in a gaggle of different locations that has a danger of doing plenty better than if it's just maintaining the fiat dollar. And yes, the US dollar is doing pretty appropriate proper now, but I imply permits be sincere. Crypto is doing far superior. So let's speak approximately this. We can see Wall Street seems to be picking up at the crypto industry's momentum. For us, the equation is truly around whether or not we, as a noticeably regulated economic institution, can act as transactors, said the Morgan Stanley CEO. Most banks have been reluctant to support crypto over the last several years. However, with assets like Bitcoin exploding and receiving extra institutional decreased countrywide hobby, the tide is popping. We'll be working with Treasury and the opposite regulators to determine out how we will offer that in a secure manner. Pick at it. You can see furthermore, the Bank of America is any other Wall Street massive looking to move all in on cryptocurrency. CEO Brian echoed a willingness to embrace crypto, especially as a price choice, if the regulatory environment shifts underneath Trump's administration. Well, I do have some pretty big news approximately that as well. You can see that the SEC just ruled for changes to make cryptocurrency offers easier for banks. So pretty a whole lot on the button, exactly what those huge CEOs had been inquiring for. It's going on. So this is truly incredible. According to the assertion, the staff reminds entities that they have to maintain to don't forget current requirements to offer disclosures that permit buyers to understand an entity's responsibility to guard crypto belongings held for others. But we are able to see the new rule trade by the SEC could have a fantastic impact on the cryptocurrency market. If banks growth their crypto offerings to customers, it could lead to a market rally. Many economic establishments have opened their doors to crypto after multiplied consumer call for. US President Donald Trump has signed a government order to establish a digital asset stockpile. The circulate brought about an uptick in investor sentiment, and the cryptocurrency marketplace confronted a mild healing after Trump's choice. So in different phrases, yeah, the wheels are in full motion. The regulatory environment is being created. The executive orders are being signed. Wall Street is talking about it, men. And concentrate, I suppose it's simply in reality, a rely of time for our next huge rally as these guys, without a doubt, begin shopping for the cryptocurrency. We're going to see a few pretty solid green candles in my factor of view once these guys decide on the exact amount of crypto they need to have as a part of their stability sheet. Because, yeah, I mean, in general, all the corporations which might be considering this can install trillions of dollars to the crypto market, men. It is definitely insane how lots capital plenty of those guys have. And sure, it is going to suggest incredible things for cryptocurrency because, yeah, it is going to cause a snowball impact, surely. Now, talking of this, there's also big matters happening in the government. Okay, we talked a bit about the government orders, but we also recognize Elon Musk is heading DOSH, the Department of Government Efficiency. And there may be some really exquisite things taking place there too that I want to communicate approximately. We saw Shopping Fora's founder, CZ, says, all governments should tune all their spending on the blockchain, an immutable public ledger. Now, this is something that I've honestly been speaking about for pretty some time. There are so many blessings to having all government spending on the blockchain. Number one, you recognize exactly in which all of the cash is coming from and where it'll. Misappropriating taxpayer dollars will be next to impossible if all authority spending is at the blockchain. Furthermore, it's also going to feature loads extra transparency to authorities' decisions, and it'll allow us to question certain things on whether or not we actually need to be spending money for it. Whilst humans are the use of fiat forex to pay all of this stuff, and it is absolutely off a ledger, and you cannot see where the drift of money goes, well, it is hard in an effort to be like, will we really want to spend this cash because we do not even know it exists? But if we have full transparency over the entirety the authorities is doing, wherein they're receiving prerequisite for any authorities around the world because they are public servants in the end, so everything ought to be publicly available for us all to see. I assume the governments who do now not need this to be the case are governments that are corrupt and compromised and who aren't serving their people. And so the reality that CZ says this, I 100% agree with this. And so following this, we additionally noticed Elon Musk pop out and say that he's exploring blockchain use in US government push. Of root, he desires authorities' efficiency to be the case. And what's the very best way to do that? Well, it is to fully divulge everything that is taking place, after which start to select it apart. We do not need this. We do not want that. Let's prevent spending cash here, make sure that is more efficient here, and then subsequent component you understand. Government spending goes down by probably even trillions of bucks, and America debt problem is not a large difficulty. This is what we need for human beings to have their religion restored in authorities. We want to be extra efficient. We want to stop losing money. And if we are able to do the things at the identical time, properly wager what? It's going to be a golden age for the financial system. So I'm extremely glad to see that Elon Musk is exploring this. And of course, we're additionally getting massive influential figures inside the crypto space speak me about this. I suppose this is an absolute should. Now, with that being said, I need to speak approximately XRP, mainly because there may be some big plans occurring here, guys, a few genuinely tremendous stuff. This is essentially the CEO of Japan's main financial institution confirming the path that XRP is headed into. I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to provide you with my thoughts. It is absolutely huge. Just pay attention up. Actually, Japan is a totally cash-orientated society. Surprisingly, yeah. People think we are a form of advanced, but I basically, by means of the manner, I come from Japan, but the share of virtual payments of all the transactions is really handiest 19%. So it's surely kind of countrywide schedule to increase virtual payments. And the authorities advocated banks